Close your eyes for a moment and picture this. It's the summer of 2000. You're sitting in a dark theater, the smell of popcorn in the air, and a 15-year-old kid named William Miller is chasing a rock band across America. You're 30, 35, maybe 40. But for 2 hours, you feel 17 again. You laugh. You cry. You mouth every single word of Tiny Dancer on that bus. If you're over 45, Almost Famous didn't feel like a movie. It felt like someone filmed your heart. And last night, December 7th, 2025, something happened that took all of us right back to that tour bus. At the 2025 Gotham Awards, Hugh Jackman walked onto the stage to honor Kate Hudson. 25 years after Almost Famous, he couldn't even finish his speech. His voice cracked as he said, "She's the sister I never had." Tears streamed down his face. Kate rushed toward him, wrapped him in a long, shaking hug, and whispered something the microphone barely caught. If you ever quoted, "I am a golden god," if you ever danced in your kitchen to Elton John, this moment will hit you right in the heart. For so many of us, 45, 55, 65, and beyond, Almost Famous arrived at the perfect time. We were old enough to remember real rock and roll on the radio, young enough to wish we'd run away with the band. Cameron Crowe wrote a love letter to the 1970s, but somehow it landed in our 2000 hearts and never left. We saw ourselves in William, the kid growing up too fast; in Russell, the rock star terrified of being ordinary; in Penny Lane, the free spirit who taught us that loving too much is still better than not loving at all. And 25 years later, when life feels heavy, some of us still play that soundtrack just to feel alive again. Last night's moment in New York was pure magic. Kate Hudson was being honored for her lifetime body of work. Hugh Jackman, now 57, came out to present the award. The second he started speaking, the room went still. He looked at Kate, swallowed hard, and said, "25 years ago, I played a guy who thought he had everything figured out, and this woman showed me what real heart looks like. Kate, you are still my Penny Lane, my sister, my hero." Kate was already crying. She ran into his arms, held him tight, and whispered, "You saved me then. You still do." The entire Gotham audience, filled with people who grew up with this film, was openly sobbing. It wasn't an award moment. It was a reunion. Backstage afterward, Hugh told reporters, "I didn't plan on crying. But the second I saw her, I was 31 again, pretending I knew how to play guitar." Kate later posted, "After 25 years, he still makes me feel like the coolest girl in the room. Thank you for always catching me, Russell." And then Cameron Crowe himself commented, "Still magic, still real, still water lives." If that doesn't give you goosebumps, nothing will. For anyone over 45, this reunion isn't just sweet. It's healing. Because a lot has changed since 2000. Some of us have empty chairs at the table now. Some of us have lost people we thought we'd have forever. Some of us look in the mirror and barely recognize the rock and roll heart we used to carry around so easily. But last night, two actors who told one of the greatest coming-of-age stories of all time grew older with us. And they still choose love, still choose connection, still choose each other. It's proof that the music doesn't have to fade, that the tiny dancer inside us is still spinning. And here's the sweetest part. Backstage, both Hugh and Kate hinted that a 25th anniversary Almost Famous event is definitely in the works for 2026. Maybe even a live table read with the original cast. Philip Seymour Hoffman may be gone, but his spirit, Lester Bangs, will be there in every heartbeat. So tonight, maybe put on the Almost Famous soundtrack. Call a friend who saw it with you opening weekend. Tell your kids, or your grandkids, why that movie still makes you cry at 57. Because last night reminded us of something simple and beautiful. The band may break up. The tour may end. But the people who understand your references, the ones who know your favorite songs, your old dreams, your younger self, those people never really leave the bus. If this video took you back to the year 2000, if it made you smile, tear up, or remember who you were when that soundtrack filled your car, hit like, share it with your own Penny Lane or Russell Hammond, and follow Splain Daily, because tomorrow we've got another story that'll make you feel 17 again, no matter where you watch. Before you go, tell me in the comments, what is the one Almost Famous line or song that still lives rent-free in your heart 25 years later? I am a golden god. It's all happening. Or that perfect, unforgettable moment on the bus with Tiny Dancer? Tell me below. I read every one. This is Splain Daily, keeping the music alive, one reunion at a time. See you in the morning, Band-Aids.